Hey guys, it's me, Cupid again. I have schizophrenia. Today I kind of wanted to do some talking about myself a little bit today, more storytelling, things like that. So I kind of wanted to talk about some of the crazy things that I thought were happening to me, um, how fights feel for me, um, how I used to use the voices to my advantage, and some of the some other crazy story about some things that I thought were happening to me. So I hope you guys are doing good on your lockdown. I know I'm working really hard to stay sane during this. It's not has not been good for the past few days. I've been having issues. Actually, I've been having issues off and on this whole time. But the past few days, I've been having really bad voices at the end of the night, and they're just not nice, and can't seem to sleep very well. So yeah, sorry. Thought I would share that. All right, so let's talk about some of the crazy things I thought were happening. Um, so yeah, I thought people were doing crazy things to me. There was quite a bit of different things that I thought they were doing. I don't even know if I can. Ah, man. Um, I thought they were hacking into my things, like getting into my computer and watching me from my computer. I thought they hacked into my phone or were watching me from my phone. There was a point in time where things started to get dark. It was probably about mid 2018 in my last episode, um, and I threw a brand new phone. It was a brand new iPhone 10 that I had just got literally the week before. I threw it at the wall, shattered it to pieces. Oh my god, I threw it so hard too. I freaked out really badly. I also broke a TV that that time too. Um, Threw the TV onto the ground, threw my phone at the wall as hard as I could. The TV still kind of works, but that phone was done for. Um, yeah, so there was definitely that. I thought they were hacking into my things, and I thought that they were trying to take my things from me during that specific time. They were trying to take my things. They kept telling me that I didn't deserve any of my things. So I was like, fine, if you want my things, and I threw I threw my phone. I don't remember exactly what it was that happened, but it wasn't like I was like just like they didn't think that I deserved my belongings. So I was like, fine, if I don't deserve it, here you go, have it, and I threw it. Um, they tried to make the world believe I was Jesus and the Antichrist. So the Antichrist would be the reincarnated version of. So they told me that I was the Antichrist and Jesus because I was anti-Christian. I didn't believe in all of the non-love that Christianity had for the world. I know that there's Christians out there, and I'm sorry to offend you if I say this, but that I'm not referring to the good Christians. I'm referring to those Christians out there that use their Christianity as a way of getting away with doing horrible things. And so they were telling me that I was anti-Christian. So that's what Antichrist stood for, was that I was anti-Christian, and I was against all that Christianity had become. But I was all for what Jesus was originally stood for. But there were people that were against me, and so they tried to attack me in all kinds of different ways. But they were against me because they believed in Christianity still, and they still believed in that way of life, and they they thought I was the devil and not Jesus. So they were doing like all kinds of things that were trying to harm me. Yeah, they were all doing all kinds of things to harm me because they thought I was the devil. Um, these people, some of these people, and some other people tried to force me to be with men by having them rape me and do things to me. They were attacking me. They were conversating with me. They were making my brain believe certain things. So they would not only like, because I've explained this before. It's like when they talk, sometimes it you walk into a whole different reality. I would almost walk into their mindset and believe what they believed for a moment there. Um, or they would try to force an idea on me. So I would have this idea just planted in my brain. I know it sounds crazy. Um, I the way that I explain it is that we all feed on energies, um, and the whole world does. And sometimes we feed on each other's energies, and somehow certain energies can create certain things. And so this energy that was being forced on me created a whole idea that I was forced to see and be a part of. Of course, I don't know if that was fully real, but I do know that there is something about my. There was something real about my episodes, each one of them. I know for sure that my third episode had to do with a spirit that was haunting me and forcing me to believe certain things. Um, and there's probably other things happening too. Um, I was also stuck in, my idea of what needed to happen because of the certain things that had happened. Um, so they were watching me 24/7 on cameras. That's scary alone, all on its own. I know that it doesn't seem like, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal. Um, Being watched by people that you don't like, people that you don't trust, it's 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 scary. And I did have moments where I was being watched by people that I didn't like or didn't trust, and that was scary. That was really scary. It's hard to explain how scary that is, but I think that if you put yourself into those shoes, you might understand a little bit. I had people harassing me. Um, I thought that they were harassing me. They were just the voices in my head, obviously. But I thought that real people, all of my voices are real people, and I thought that they were harassing me and doing things to me and attacking me. I thought that they were attacking me. I don't know. It's hard to explain how I mean by attacking. Um, they just they would do certain things, say certain things. They would pick perfect moments to do things to me, and it would be like the worst moment to choose, and things like that. Sometimes they tried beating me using myself. Um, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but I used to bang my head against things to go brain dead. Um, they made me believe that they did that to me. That they. Sorry, it's really hard to talk about these things because I know it sounds crazy, and it didn't sound crazy at the time. So it's hard to explain it now in a way that someone might understand and not think it's crazy. So yeah, I'm just trying to put together everything here and make it sound less scary, or less scary, less crazy. Yeah. But they made me believe that they had done that to me, that they were the reasons why that was happening, which it was. They were the reason I was beating my head so I could go brain dead, so that because I didn't want to hear them anymore. I thought that if I went brain dead, that, you know, I wouldn't be forced to be a part of it anymore. Which apparently, banging your head actually can make the symptoms worse, not better. Wish I would have known that back then. Um, they were holding me down while they would get revenge on me in numerous ways. There was lots of things that they would do, like the whole sexual stuff. They would do like weird experiments on me. They were cursing me, things like that. It was just, I don't know, bad stuff that they were trying to do, and they were forcing people to say horrible things to me while I had to deal with it. There was no way out. I just had to listen to what they had to say about me. Um, they tried to control me in different ways. If I didn't do as they said, they would attack me in different ways, um, which was very scary, because then having to do what they say doesn't necessarily mean I was doing something safe, you know? Um, so they also dragged my name, my soul, my everything through the mud, made me believe that I was this, you know, reincarnated version of the devil. I deserved to be dead. I actually tried to kill myself last year, partially because of that. Um, they made me believe that I was this horrible person that didn't deserve to live, that didn't deserve anything, that my life was ruined if I wasn't dead. So if I didn't kill myself, my life would be ruined for the rest of my life, and that I was worthless and useless, and um, that all I ever did was destroy people's lives. Like they made me sound so horrible. It's and I believed it. That's the scary part. I mean, like last year they did this to me. You know, they said all these things, they did all these things. Um, and it started kind of like happening, like I said, in mid 2018, but it really came crashing down last year. And I really became insecure because of it, and I'm still kind of dealing with trying to build myself up because they still taunt me to this day, and they still mess with me and still try to make me feel down. I'm doing a lot better than I was last year. Obviously, I'm talking on camera about it, but the way that they made me feel last year, I'm still trying to come back from that because like I feel like my life is now I've gotten to this point where I feel like my life is worthless. Like there's no meaning to it. There's no point to it, that I am useless, that I will never achieve my goals, that I will never be anything, that I'll never have someone to hold every night, that I'll never be good enough for someone to love um, unconditionally. Um, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I'm still kind of coming back from that. I want to feel like my life has meaning. I want to feel like I am going somewhere with my life, and I just feel so stagnant right now. I'm just dead in the water. I don't have anything. And you know what's crazy is this lockdown has made it worse. It's like I was just finally getting out of the house and doing things again and having fun and being able to interact with people again after how they made me feel. I didn't want to interact with people anymore. I wanted nothing to do with people. And I was finally enjoying people again, and then boom, I'm stuck in the house again. Um, so I wasn't able to get to all of my stories today, which I'm kind of glad that I was able to spend most of the time talking about this stuff. I hope I didn't. I hope that my stories made sense. The things that I talked about. I tried to think of everything that I could, but there's so many things that happen in psychosis that sometimes you don't even remember, and I know that. I know that sometimes we get lost in psychosis, and I try really hard to put things together and remember everything, but there are missing pieces in my brain, and I don't know everything, and it's kind of hard coming back from a psychosis like that. So I was in my psychosis for 2.5 years, 3 years, my last psychosis, and there's so many missing pieces, and it's like I feel like I lost 3 years of my life because none of it was real, like most of it at least. Most of it wasn't real, and it's like this whole part of me has just been taken away from me. Like I just had it ripped out of my hands, and it's like I have nothing left, Kind of about to cry a little bit. But it feels like that. It feels like I just got my heart ripped out of my chest. Like I'm missing a piece of me now because 3 years of my life are gone. It's like what does that even mean to you anymore? Like it doesn't mean anything. Those 3 years are just nothing. They're meaningless. And I know someday those 3 years will help someone else who's going through the same thing as me. I know. But right now it feels worthless. Ugh, sorry, didn't mean to cry. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna breathe again. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that this video helps out somebody else who is dealing with some very similar things. If you guys have any stuff that you want to relate to, or if you have any other stories that you guys want to tell, please leave a comment down below. I really do enjoy hearing your guys' stuff because I think it's helpful to know that I'm not alone in this. So please feel free to leave me all the comments you can about your stories as well. And I think that if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, if there's any stories you want me to tell, anything like that, leave a comment down below. Other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I hope you guys are staying sane in this time. I know it's been difficult, so just know that I'm always here if you guys need someone to talk to. Just like I hope that you guys would, are enjoying watching my videos while I need to talk. um, so anyways, stay beautiful, stay wonderful, stay awesome, stay amazing, stay unique, stay you. And above all else, you guys, please try and love yourselves. I'm working on it. I'm working really hard on it, and I hope you guys work on it too. Peace and love.